Hey everybody, I'm back to talk a little bit more about the things that I've been through. I was going to start with the parental alienation, but I decided I don't think I want to start there. I would like to start off by saying that my ex went and told a bunch of lies on me to the police and got an ex parte order of protection against me for him and our daughter. He said things like, I abused him and our daughter. He also tried to claim that I abused my emotional support animals, in which anybody that knows me, my pets, they're like my children, but these are even more so. The, they're like the bond between me and these animals is it's strong. Um, they know when I'm upset. They know when I'm not sleeping well. They'll get closer to me, even in the middle of the night when I need it. I think it's very sweet. Um, that was August 16th, 2023, when the cops came to my house and served me with that order. And my daughter wasn't even in my home at the time. I was packing up and moving to a place that was much cheaper so I could get back on my feet quicker. And they delivered that to me, and then they went over to the people that raised me's house and took her. And I wasn't allowed to talk to her at all or anything until court, which was like a month and a half, almost 2 months. That period of time that I went through right after that happened, I literally thought that my heart had been ripped out of my chest. Like, it was hard to breathe. It was hard to eat. I lost so much weight. It was unbelievable the amount of weight that I lost. Later, I'll share pictures in another video. I'll just post a bunch of pictures and kind of show you what the stages of breaking up with a narcissist looks like as you're going through. And to say that I'm healed would be a lie. So this is going to be my healing journey, and I'm inviting you guys to come along with me, because this is going to be a wild ride. It's taken everything in my power to remain calm and not act on primal maternal instinct. And I know you mothers out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Um, and for a long time, I've kept my mouth shut, and I'm done. I am no longer staying silent about everything. I'm telling it all. My daughter's passed away. She wanted to be famous. I can't make her famous, but I sure can tell her story. And I hope that in me telling this story, maybe it'll help somebody else get out of the same situation sooner. And it probably is going to go really deep, and this goes all the way back to my raising, my childhood, where it all began. And I didn't even realize it. This is just new new revelations that have come to me. They're harsh truths. So I'm going to try to stay like not all sobby with you guys, and when I get to like that, I'm probably just going to take a break and gather myself together. Um, so yeah, for about 2 months, I couldn't eat anything at all. I was so sick. I just slept and like slept and slept and was like so tired. I mean, I knew I had done a lot all real close together, like packing up a house. And then the company that I was renting from said, yeah, if you paint it and clean it and everything, we'll give you your deposit back. Well, here I am, cleaned the house. Now I'm painting it. I'm about to do the cleanup from after, the painting and everything. And then they end up telling me that a ceiling fan wasn't clean. So they were charging me $1,200 and something for the cleaning crew to come back in and clean the whole house. The house was only 1,100 square feet. Like, please. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. So here I am, getting everything done so I can get moved out of a house. So I knew I was tired from that, and putting everything into 2 storage buildings because I had a house full of stuff, and just kept out the bare essentials for my daughter, myself, and our pets. For a temporary time being, we were going to be sharing a room until the other room became available and was ready. So I'm painting the house, and the cops show up and they give me this paperwork. And it says that my daughter's going to be removed from my custody for a temporary ex parte order of protection against me. I'd been accused of abusing her and my ex and my emotional support animals. I hit the floor. I hit the floor and was literally in tears, like heart ripped out of my chest. After that, laid around for 2 months sleeping, just so exhausted. So exhausted. And then the judge told me I had to move back to Clarksville. I had moved out in the country because I'm a country girl and I like peace. Like today, I'm out at my brother-in-law's and sister-in-law's house out in the country by the pool. It's nice, it's quiet, it's calming. It's a place for me to come and gather my thoughts. It's really nice to be able to come here. I'm very blessed to have a family so gracious to let me just come and chill all day at the pool when I can. So I moved back to Clarksville. I moved again. All of my stuff that I hadn't put in storage, I moved back to Clarksville. That was a trip. A bunch of trips. Because we used my car and my best friend helped with her SUV. But we got it done. Moved back in with my family. Well, people I thought were my family. I mean, I guess technically they are in a way, but they're definitely not parents. I'll explain that later. That didn't go too well, but I sure did love living there with my two middle children. My oldest had already moved out, but I really enjoyed staying there with my children. But the lady that raised me, the woman that raised me, she always would make it so unbearable that there was no way I could stay and not speak my mind. Because that's just who I am. I always speak my mind. So, in God's grace, a lady called me and said, hey, I need you to come move in with me. I need you to help take care of the boys so I can go work. I said, okay, I can do that. I said, but here's my thing. I said, I need to work too. Are you going to be okay with that? And she said, as long as the boys are taken care of after school, then I can get up and go to work in the morning, and she would be able to drop them off at school, and then I would just pick them up when I get off of work. Worked out great. That lasted for about a month, maybe a little more, and her husband finally came back. He had kind of left her, just stranded with nothing, and went to Africa. So I rush quickly. I sell any and all stocks and bonds I had and sold everything that I could to get into a nice 2-bedroom apartment in Clarksville. That's where I live. And rent was $1,300 a month. Sucked. For a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, $1,300 a month. So here I am. I'm working. I'm paying for my rent, electricity, water, car payment, insurance, business license, business insurance. I'm paying for all of this stuff and working to pay for all of it. And you know, when you put it all together, you really don't have a whole lot of money left for an attorney. So I did what I could for while I could. And the moment that I realized my attorney wasn't working for me, I started panicking. I was like, what am I going to do? He's not representing me right. What am I going to do? So I thought about it long and hard. Remember, this was in August, and I'm traveling through time. We're getting ready to go to court, back to court again in January. And December 27th, I'm going to be real honest with you. I still have yet to go get the autopsy, so I haven't read it for myself. But the way it appears to be, December 27th of 2023. Trigger warning, y'all. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. It's about a child, too. Trigger warning. My daughter thought it would be the best route to end herself. My daughter was brain dead in the house that I grew up in the house that she grew up in. And I can tell you this, my daughter was so mentally, physically, and emotionally abused by the woman that raised me and did the very same thing to me. I thought I was the bad child. I thought it was just me. I didn't know how it was for my daughter until she told me. So, my daughter passes away and they put off the court date. All the meanwhile, my ex did not stop. He didn't stop with the lies. He didn't stop with the not letting me see my daughter. He didn't stop. There was no sympathy. And I'm going to tell you some truths, and I will screenshot the texts and stuff later and put them in another video. But my ex had the audacity to have his mom text me while I'm standing in the hospital with my daughter. Now, mind you, he's got an order of protection against me. We're not supposed to have any contact of any way or through anybody. He had his mom contact me and ask me if he could come to the hospital and see my daughter. My heart's racing. Because, are you kidding me? This man did not love